From the area around Galway, we made our way northward as we were heading towards Northern Ireland. This part of Ireland looked wild and unspoiled, and there were a few cars that we passed as we made our way north. However, we also learned about a terrible event that happened during the Great Famine, as well as an injustice that was done to the people who lived here long ago. The town of Doolough, as well as the lake that bears the same name, is located on the northwest coast of Ireland. Although it's the third largest county in Ireland according to size, County Mayo is actually 18th largest according to population. Because the county had been ignored for many years and its inhabitants had been ill-treated, this region had become a hotbed of rebellion by the 18th century. However, during the 19th century, the events of the Great Famine would have disastrous effects on the people of this land. During the Great Famine, many people had to rely on the assistance of local authorities, as they had no way of getting food and were starving. During this time, County Mayo was hit particularly hard by the famine, as people were desperate to find any source of food in the area. As the story goes, a group of about 600 starving people, including women and children, headed down to a place called Delphi Lodge to find food. They slowly made their way south along Doolough, the large lake located next to the town. They had been told that local authorities would be distributing food there. They made the 15-mile journey in freezing conditions, only to learn upon arriving that they were not going to get the food after all. With no food given, the starving people were told to turn around and head back to their homes. Local accounts estimate that between a dozen and even up to 400 people perished on the return. Although precise numbers of the dead may never be known, it is widely considered to be both a tragedy and an injustice that the people were not given the food that they desperately needed. Ironically, the lodge that the people had come to after their long struggle and journey is still in existence and is now a 4-star hotel. As we stood at the memorial, looking across the beautiful lake, it's so peaceful now, and it's hard to imagine what life was like back then for people. To commemorate this tragedy, a memorial was set up a number of years ago. It's located along the same path that the people took as they went down towards Delphi Lodge looking for food.
Story. 600 starving people came looking for food, but they were rejected. And then they had to walk back across the mountains. A lot of them died.
Every year since 1988, there is a walk to commemorate the Doolough dead. People who have done the walk include Desmond Tutu, some children from Chernobyl, and the cellist from Sarajevo. Leaders of the American Choctaw tribe did the walk in 1990. This was the same tribe that had undergone horrific conditions during the Trail of Tears, yet had still donated to Irish famine relief back in the 1840s. We saw some beautiful sights as we passed through County Mayo on our way north. However, we couldn't forget the memorial and the events that surrounded it. In the next episode, we pass through 3 counties on a long drive as we finally arrive in Northern Ireland.